Hey, Writerly Besties, welcome back to the Writing with Anna New podcast where we talk about all things writing. Of course, NaNoWriMo is right around the corner. So, in today's episode, I'm going to be giving you some of my best 5 tips that I really encourage you guys to kind of undertake um, when you're kind of approaching NaNoWriMo in October, but also when you are actually writing your book in November. Firstly, I just want to say thank you so much for listening in today. And also, I am very proud of you for deciding to want to write a book and wanting to undertake this challenge. And it is definitely really hard writing 50K in a whole month because I don't know how many words that is a day, but it's a lot of words. And yeah, it's just a great challenge and a good sort of exercise to really test your writing abilities. And I'm very proud of you for, yeah, trying it out this year. Anyways, let's go ahead and get on to the tips straight away. So, number one, this is basically the one tip that I want to give you before getting into writing, and I have a few other tips as well, but this is kind of like the major one that I think is extremely interesting and people would not actually think about it. But I kind of developed this idea because I have found that I myself write first chapters extremely easily, and I just have it already in my mind because that's where the story starts, right? I find that super easy, and it's only when I get to the later stages of my book where I'm like, I don't know what's happening. When I felt like I've received a lot of comments and a lot of discussion, like on my videos, and apparently a lot of you guys don't have that same sort of skill, I guess. Like you find a lot more struggle in starting a book, and then once you get the ball rolling, you're okay. For me, I don't work like that, but I feel like the majority of people find it a little bit difficult to start. So my first tip is to write your first chapter before you even start NaNoWriMo on the 1st of November. Okay? That's what I want you to do. It is extremely weird because you're like, what? That means I haven't written my book in, you know, November. But that does not matter because it's only the first chapter. And I feel like it will really set you up to know not only like your writing style, the way you're gonna approach the book, the sort of tone of your story, the character voice, if you're doing like character POVs or in a character's like first person POV. It is so great because you can actually understand what your book is about and how to kind of write it literally. Because I feel like a lot of people just plan for it and we're just like, okay, I have all this ready and now I'm ready to start. And then you freeze looking at the blank page, right? So, yeah, try to write that first chapter before you even start November 1st. Again, you can do this, but I feel like it'll help you if you kind of struggle with that a little bit and will just give you a really good head start and you feel so good already. Okay, number two, tip two. That is to track your progress. And I really encourage you to track your progress physically, whether that be in a journal, whether that be like on post-it notes on your wall, have it somewhere like physically on your computer in your space so you can see how committed you are to this sort of challenge. Or I was thinking you can also do check-ins. Like I really had this cool idea of you doing like video diaries. Like have you ever heard of that? I got this idea from my friend Amber. She used to do video diaries all the time when she was younger, and I think that is so creative. So whenever you kind of are feeling something or you're about to write, just kind of pop up your camera from your phone or from your laptop and just like, hi, just go like literally go in photo booth and just go like, hi, it's this time, this day, and I'm going to try to write this. And it just gives you like reflection and like, I don't know, it's really fun. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's really cool. And it's a good thing to like look back on and also keep yourself accountable. Like even just pretend you have a YouTube channel because sometimes that really helps, at least me, when I was like really little. But yeah, just do check-ins like for a video diary, sorry, for like 30 days and you get to see, you can even make a compilation out of it in the end, but again, it doesn't really matter if you don't use it, but it's just like what you get from it in the moment. Does that make sense? So yeah, you can check in by like seeing your progress either digitally on like video call, like a video recording, or you can of course do it physically through like post-it notes or like a journal or like a graph. That would be really cool. Okay, tip 3. It is have a writing time approach. So when you kind of, I just like kind of want to make sure that you guys know exactly what you're doing for NaNoWriMo and where you're writing. Because like, yeah, you can have a word count goal for each day. Like, yeah, I'm going to write every single day. But that sometimes crumbles a little bit. And even if you're very dedicated, sometimes it's really, really great just to have a dedicated time, or at least like around time of day, because I honestly really don't like scheduling. That like stresses me out so much. So that's why to-do lists and like sort of ideas of what times of the day I'll do stuff, that is what really, really helps. So for example, maybe you can read, oh no, not read, we're writing here. You can write a book straight after dinner or something like that. Like the dinner is kind of like the prompt for you to start writing. So it's kind of like not, I will always have dinner at 7 p.m. because for me, my family has dinner like from anywhere from like 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So like, it's kind of like the time of day, and it doesn't put too much stress on you, but it also allows you to actually understand like, okay, that's when I'm writing. Does that make sense? So it's not like, I'm writing sometime today. Also with that, be specific in regards to like how you're writing. So that's like when you're writing, but also how you're writing. I really encourage you to kind of do a Pomodoro sort of method. Don't just write for 2 hours straight, because that's ridiculously hard. If you can do that, you're amazing. Sometimes I low-key do that if I just need to get something done, but sometimes it's good to do I honestly love doing the 20-minute, 5-minute, 20-minute approach, where it's like 20-minute writing, 5-minute break, 20-minute writing, and it's like 45 minutes. And then I take like a big 15-minute break, which is so good. I'd really encourage you guys to do that. So yeah, that's kind of like, keep in mind that. Yeah. Okay. Tip 4. Okay, this one is actually pretty important. So it is to have a fallback, sort of, I don't know how to explain this. Like a fallback sort of thing that you can fall back on when you are feeling stuck during Nano. So, like, where are you gonna go when you're burnt out, essentially? Because I can assure you, you will end up getting burnt out, because this is a very big challenge. 50,000 words in a month in 30 days is ridiculous, but it is doable, of course. So when you do get to a day where you're like, oh, I don't feel like writing, where are you gonna go? So there's a few things I can kind of give you, like little tips to do this, and it kind of really depends on what sort of writer you are. So if you love plotting and you need like soundness of mind and clarity, have a good plot, have a good plotting document that you can like really just come back to, remind yourself of the details of the book, and that will help, prompt motivation to, continually write your book. Or maybe if you're more of an inspiration and you kind of get low on inspiration and you kind of get distracted maybe from other projects or like other things happening in your life, go back to Pinterest pages that you've created, or like Artbreeder sort of characters that you've created. Like if you really, love inspiration, you can go to all those sorts of art forms that you've created for yourself. If you haven't already, definitely do as a preparation for Nano. Or you can maybe go to a playlist that you like, or go to a place that you like, maybe at the beach if your kind of story takes place at a beach. Those sorts of things that really just gain inspiration for your book. The next thing is oh yeah, this is kind of like, you can also, if you just like get like inspiration and motivation from other people, not read. Why do I keep saying reading? I need to read. Make sure you go on YouTube, because there are going to be a lot of writer-tubers, author-tubers, like me posting NaNoWriMo stuff. So definitely go ahead and do that. Like that helps so much. Helps you get encouraged, inspired that other people are doing it with you and you are not alone. And they'll hopefully unstuck you. Man, my brain is not working today. I'm so sorry. So yeah, always have a fallback sort of routine, sort of thing to do. I don't know how to explain it, but you guys know what I mean. Okay, number 5. This probably is one of the best things that will either make or break your writing and allow for you to actually write a book in 30 days. And that is to, as soon as you sit down, don't just write. Say out loud what you are going to achieve in that writing session. I think that's really, really important, guys, because yeah, you need to have a clear goal in mind. Even if you are not sure like how you're feeling that day, just try. Just say, okay, I'm gonna finish chapter 39 today. Well, that's a big chapter. That's a lot of chapters. Or like say, okay, I'm gonna hit 2,000 words in this writing sprint. You know what I mean? I think someone just closed the door. Sorry about that. But yeah, just really try your best to just have a clear goal in mind when you start writing. So at least you have that little tiny burst of motivation. You know what I mean? And it helps you really just feel a lot more focused in your writing whenever you decide to write, which is hopefully every day. But again, also a bigger sort of disclaimer, make sure you take care of yourself and your mental health. Sometimes it gets stressful since it is November. I mean, I'm on holidays, I'm on summer holidays, so I'll be like chill out. I'll be like chilling, man. But like maybe you have school or college and stuff or work, which I'm so sorry, man. That makes me feel bad. But yeah, I love you guys so much and welcome to NaNoWriMo baby 2022. I'm so excited. I'm gonna win this year. We're gonna win. We're all gonna win. We're just gonna do our best. Okay, guys. Also, before I say goodbye, definitely check out my latest 2 videos about NaNoWriMo because I hope they will really, really help you. And yeah, I feel like they've been a help to a lot of people. And if you need more help and guidance on how to prepare and like really feel you're prepared for Nano, definitely check them out. But yeah, I hope to see you in my next podcast. And thank you so much for listening in. Bye, guys.